So, JoshLuigi of the Miami Manaphies. How are you feeling about the draft so far?
I think this is a very close draft. Anyone can finish 1 through 8, honestly.
Okay. Well, why don't you go ahead and walk me through like the Pokemon you drafted. So, first off, you drafted Dragonite, which very powerful Pokemon right off the bat. Why is that? Just,
Why? Because honestly, um, I was thinking going into the draft, I was picking fifth, so I wasn't really expecting that I would get one of my top two choices, which is either Archaludon or Dragonite. Archaludon got snapped up second, and then Dragonite was just left on the draft board, so I just like picked it up because that was like my mon that I used the most and was most familiar with.
mm,
That was 20 points, and it's like, in my opinion, it's good to have a 20 pointer or a mon that you know can do a lot of stuff while also being very threatening as like your first pick, and then you just build around it.
I see, I see. Then, you picked up Hisuian Electrode. Unless I am mistaken, this is the fastest thing in the draft.
Yes, is I picked this so I could have weather. That's
Oh,
like the reason I picked it because it doesn't have prankster, but it's still, as you said, it has 200 speed. It's the fastest thing that can
150
learn.
speed. This is not Regieleki.
Yep, fastest thing that can learn both Sunny Day and Rain Dance. And honestly, it's just better than normal Electrode simply because Chloroblast is an insane move.
Doesn't Chloroblast take away half of your health? Do you have a way around that? Or is it just like a, I want this thing dead, so I will click Chloroblast?
Yes, it's just a nuke. It's 150 base power.
Oh, dang. And then after the Electrode, you picked up Jolteon. Now, unless I'm mistaken, this Pokemon was only 7 points. It,
Yes,
you have a like the first 3 months, Dragonite isn't that fast. However, it does have, I believe it is Scale Shot to boost its speed. Electrode is the fastest thing, and Jolteon is one of the fastest up there with Dragapult, I believe.
I think Dragon Ball is like 142 speed, and this is like 12 slower. But I drafted Jolteon for mostly calm mind shenanigans, but also it can be a pretty good supporting mon. It has charm and baby doll eyes.
Oh,
I think it has like fake tears as well. I need to check, but I know it has a great supporting move pool, and also like you're not really gonna expect a Jolteon to sweep you, are you? No.
not really, because a lot of people probably see like Jolteon along with a couple other Pokemon and be running ground moves.
Yeah,
Or
and even though it's the double up of the electric type with the Syrian Electrode, isn't it's like a different type of electric type, because this one is weak to ground. Syrian Electrode is not weak to ground,
due to
and
its grass type, yeah.
yeah, and also Jolteon, it has probably a better supporting move pool, but as I said, Hisuian Electrode has the weathers.
Okay. The next up, you picked a Pokemon that's good in Champions, but not as good in this format. Chestnut.
That's not okay. Okay, you say that, but also like I know you play Ranbats, right? You know about the Chestnut set in Ranbats: Trailblaze, Iron Defense, Body Press, and then like I think it's Synthesis.
Ah,
That's
yes, that.
evil set, and also it's just a physical wall, even though it does have the double up with the grass type of a Sooner Electrode. It's just like very good at what it does, being a physical wall, and also hitting with body press, hitting with wood hammer.
Okay. Okay. Next up is back into the two digits of pointers, Murkrow. Now, obviously, we all know this is going to be always running like Prankster, probably like Eviolite. Like, why did you pick this instead of something like Cottony or Whimsicott? Well, Whimsicott was drafted at this point, and now that I'm looking at it. But there are many
Just
other Prankster mons.
because this one is a prankster one that is immune to taunt like Sableye was, but Sableye got picked before Murkrow. But Murkrow also has Tailwind, it has Haze. It could also use Prankster Taunt to get the other Prankster mons. And it does actually have more like utility than just being a Tailwind mon or a Taunt mon. I'm trying to look at its moveset right now. Oh, also you can run Insomnia, Murkrow, and that's pretty funny. It could um perish song.
It
It
gets
can
Perish Song?
yes, it can perish song.
Okay, Wolf.
Activate is like a really funny move, but I'm probably not gonna use that. It's a funny
Isn't
move.
that like gender shenanigans?
You can also use embargo to stop items. Feather dance, mean look, along with perish song. It's very evil.
Oh,
Um, yeah.
interesting.
So also it has quash. It nightmare. Okay, I did not even look this far into it, but like yeah, it has a lot of
So you're just now realizing it's a lot better.
yes. I just looked at like the top moves, bro.
Okay, well, next up we got another starter. I believe this is your second starter of the draft, but not your last. Cinderace.
Okay, Cinderace. How Wolf would say it. This thing, it's a good physical attacker. That's what mostly why I picked it. And Libero is also just like stupid in draft. Honestly, you
Agreed.
can um use like an ally switch to change your type to psychic if you need that for some reason. I don't know why you would, but you
It
can do
gets
that.
Ally Switch too?
Yes, it gets ally switch. It gets court change. It gets on super fang for some reason. I don't know why they gave this
What?
thing thing.
Dang.
Also, it has hyper beam. I'm not
Everything
gonna use
gets Hyper
hyper
Beam.
beam,
Everything
but
gets Hyper Beam.
this is a really fun one. Also, it gets electro ball for some reason.
It's a ball. That's why. This is the
Oh
soccer
yeah,
Pokemon.
yes, yes. I just realized, but yeah, it has a deep move pool. It can do a lot of stuff. It has Smackdown as well.
Oh,
If I have
interesting.
Earthquake with Dragonite or something.
Okay. Then next one, which is probably the Mon everyone's most scared of on your team anyway, Sneasler.
Sneasler. I have no idea why I forgot that Dragonite Sneasler was such a good combo, but I'm glad I realized. Also, I don't think anyone had points to really draft it besides Sloth, so I was like, no, you had points to get it actually, but um, it's Sneasler. I don't need to say much about Sneasler. It's Sneasler. You know what it does. It does that stuff really well. 130 attack. It has Sword Stance. It has 120 speed as well as Unburdened, Fake Out, Dire Claws. Like the most broken move in the entire game for some reason. Also, Toxic Spikes. If I want to do that, it just has a lot of stuff. Fall Swipe as well. Low Sweep.
Okay, but who's running false swipe?
He's running false swipe. You don't know what I'm planning.
You, I'm pretty sure slash is better than false swipe.
You don't believe
False
draft?
swipe is literally. I'm sorry, but false swipe.
Yes, yes. You imagine fake out Sneasler, and I have Dragonite's Terragon. It uses Earthquake, activates the Focus Sash for Unburden, and like Sneasler, it stays alive, and then it just has like a free false swipe. Like that's a great plan. Surely nothing will ever go wrong with that.
Definitely. But yeah, next up is your third starter, completing your Fire Water Grass core, is Wartortle.
War Total, it has I picked it because it has Follow Me, and
It gets
that
Follow Me?
yes, it gets Follow Me. It also gets Water Spell. It gets wait, does it get Water Spell? I think it does.
I thought that was a Blastoise only thing.
No, it gets Water Spell. It gets
Oh, it does. Okay.
it also gets Shell Smash, Fake Out, Haze. It has a lot of just great moves that outrage for some reason, I guess.
What?
Um,
Gen 1
Young,
Mon, am I right?
yes, Gen 1ism. It just has a lot of good options, and that's like why I drafted a lot of mons on my team, like Dragonite, Hooksuit, Electrode, Jolteon, Murkrow, Chestnut, Cinderace. All of them have a lot of options that you can run with them, and you don't know what I'm gonna bring.
Yeah. Yeah. Next up, you finally got an Intimidate Mon in Krokorok.
Rock, one pointer with Intimidate. Honestly, I don't know why it was 1 point. I think we just forgot about it. But it also has Moxie. If I think that's necessary, I don't think. Oh, you said like I don't know why I would, but it does also have a lot of. Oh wait, did I say false swipe easily before? I thought that was.
Yes.
I thought it was a never. Never mind. Never mind. This kid's a never. Uh,
I'm like, why is bro running false swipe?
I got um, also has Snarl. Um, gets beat up if
Oh,
I don't know why,
interesting.
but it has a lot of good options as well.
Okay. Then to wrap up your team, you got your second pseudo legendary. However, it's the worst one, Gudra.
Okay, this is my favorite one. This is my favorite one. This was my second shiny ever. Okay,
Oh,
Goodra gets acid spray. It gets a lot of like the special coverage moves like fire blast. Also 150 special defense. It's a special wall. It honestly that's really it. It's just a special wall to complement the physical wall of Chestnut. I really just picked a 10 pointer and then called it a day though.
yeah. Now,
But yeah, that's mostly it.
yeah. All right. Final question. Which team do you think you'll have the toughest matchup against, and why?
Honestly, um, it's between probably Banana's team, Odd's team, and your team. Because for the other teams, I have like Solid Up for Evan's team. I have Jolteon and Hisuian Electrode, which honestly are better abusers of rain than every mon in his team except for Paladin. And The slots team, honestly, I think we have like the same kind of direction, like weatherless, but we can use a other if we want to. But I think like my options into him are much better than his options to me. Like it's much easier for me to counter something like him being slacking than it is for him to cover a special Dragonite set or a physical Dragonite set because you don't know the Dragonite I will be bringing. You don't even know if I will bring Dragonite. Eclipse's team is also pretty tough, but I think it's going to be like a little bit easier to prep for than the other teams I said were harder. Honestly, because a lot of his team they have pretty big weaknesses.
Like Garchomp's
Like
4 times weak to
yeah,
ice, Tyranitar's dies
yeah,
to a punch. Yeah.
Corviknight and Poltergeist are also weak to fire. Like there's some overlapping weaknesses in the team. And his team, it's more of a classic VGC core with Iron Hands, Incineroar, what's it called, but also it does have a lot of options like Galvantula. Like Galvantula is a steal. It's crazy. Kilowattrel is also pretty good. Cyclizar,
That's a shed
honestly,
tail. Yeah.
yeah, honestly, that might just like mess me up. Shed tail
I believe
into
Cyclizar also gets Regenerator, so you better be watching out
you
for those.
do it twice into like Sword Stance, Iron Hand, Sword Stance, Incineroar. Um, that's going to be like scary to prep for. Mod's team, it's just like absurd at abusing Sun, honestly. Torkoal and Volcarona and Arcanine.
And Brute Bonnet for photosynthesis.
Yeah. Fortunately, it cannot use its speed with photosynthesis and just spore everything. Otherwise, that would be like very, very scary.
Yeah, you'd be screwed.
Yeah, everyone would be screwed. Duraludon is a very, very good Eviolaemon. Glimmet can be a sweeper, honestly. Rabs is also pretty annoying. Power Spot, Stonejourner as well. Like, you're gonna have to run the calcs for that. In rain, Volcarona, Fiery Dance, not rain, in Sun, Power Spot, Fiery Dance is gonna do a lot of damage to like everything.
Yeah.
Your team, your team, it's very hard to like pinpoint like what you would even bring in a matchup because you have a lot of not a lot of matchups, but a lot of things that you could change about them on like King Gambit. He'd run like 5 different sets probably and be fine. Ninetales also can do the same thing. Venusaur can probably do something similar to that. Only like his Hisuian Typhlosion, sorry, and Ursaluna are like same preset moveset that you would bring to every matchup, but also that moveset is like absurd.
And they do.
Super.
I did will say they do have some insane moves that somehow don't get seen much in VGC, such as I will freely say this: Ursaluna Blood Moon gets Moonblast.
That makes sense.
But yeah, it's Moonblast. Have fun.
Yeah, so Dragonite just dies on the spot. Also, it gets Snarl, and that would be like pretty good because it has like 65 social defense. So Snarl will be good to like counteract the special attackers. And then Hisuian Typhlosion Eruption does like a bajillion damage to everything. You also do have Parasong on your team with Lapras,
Indeed.
Leafeon, and Venusaur are good Sun Abusers. Luxray can also do some stuff with Guts.
But also has Intimidate. Yep.
Yeah, I also Intimidate. Guts, Facade, Trailblaze. Buskin? I don't. Oh, it has speed boost. Never mind. Never mind. Yep. Speed boost and sword stance. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So basically, you can bring like everything to any matchup and be fine mostly.
All right. Well,
By my
thank you for the interview.
thank you for having me on the draft.
Of course.